Hello guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Dumsilengomane. If I was subscribe, guys, please subscribe. I need you. I need you all. To those who didn't subscribe, please subscribe. Oh, and to those who subscribe, thank you so much for subscribing. So today it's story time, and I don't waste time, guys. Like I don't have space on my phone, since you know, guys, I'm using my phone to shoot my videos, so I really don't have space. I have to, make it fast, make it quick, so that yeah, I can get to the end, and yeah, like even when I'm editing, I'm gonna cut some of the parts that are not important. It's story time. Story time. I'm not used to story time, but guys, vlogs, story times I need to do. So this is me, 2016. I'm still a college student and I really want to find a job. So it was exam time, but you know, when it's exam time, you can go find a job whatsoever. So it's exam time. Look, I'm going to look for a job. And then this other lady, my neighbor, she said to me, no, you can come to my workplace. There's someone who resigned recently, so you can just take up her own space. I was like, okay, I'll come to your workplace as well. I went to place my CV like in a couple of stores. You know, was when you want to work part-time. When I went to her workplace, I find that okay, the boss is looking for someone, honestly, and I'm the right person at the right time, So I'm there, I feel like, and then the boss was like, okay, I'm coming. And then he took my CV, and then he said, I'm coming. I said okay. And then when he came back, it was interview same time. Nothing prepared. Like he was so happy to see me there because he wanted someone, but I told him that I'm a student, I'm studying full time, and I just want a job because now it's exam time and I just need a job. So he was like, okay, it's cool. You are hired. You will only report to work at 2:30, 2:30 to 9:30 or something at night. And I'm like, yay! I got the job. I got the job. So this is me, guys. Very happy, like I'm celebrating. Yo, I got a job, and then they say I must start. That's where the issue started, guys. Yo, I'm so sorry, guys, for being so fast. Like I don't have space on my phone. Okay, it's gonna be the shortest video ever, shortest story time ever. Okay, so I got the job, and then I report to work. And I report to work, guys. Okay, the first day, the guy was okay, introduced me, showed me this and that. How? Okay, cool. They introduced me, this is the griller, this is where we do the fries, this and that. Because it was like a cafe sort of thing, type of thing. It wasn't really a big restaurant where people can sit. A few people could sit, but it wasn't really a restaurant. Like it's sort of like a cafe. I don't know. We can actually interact with the customers. Like, yeah, we can help them. They could see us from where we're standing on the griller, and they were there on the floor. So yeah, something like that. So I know there's this other lady. She takes a burger bun. You know, a bun, Musne, for the burger. Yeah, it was a little bit damaged at the top. I'm talking about bits, guys. A little bit damaged. Yo, that day we didn't sleep more. We didn't sleep. Yo, that lady took that bun, a damaged bun. It wasn't really a big deal, guys. The big deal was that the lady was serving the boss's friend. You know, most those people, how they are sometimes. Because you are serving my friend. You are serving my friend this bun. It cracked, most. Like this little thing cracked. It's a very little thing, guys. It's a small thing. I'm telling you, it's a small thing. Yay! That day, the guy started shouting at us, and we were like, "What happened?" I was like, "Why giving me this damaged bun?" Like, he was very angry. He changed the bun because usually in that type of restaurant cafe thing, the boss used to take the burger because they really make nice burgers. Like the presentation, everything is nice, man. It's beautiful. So they take the burger the way it is, and then they show you that, like, man, check. This is the burger. So before they close the burger, even if you know the burger, but they just show you in case they added something. They're like, this is our presentation, and they're really like, it's good, and then they close the burger. That's what they did. It was the culture. I'm not calling people's names. I don't wanna hint on this. If you know that place, it's okay. It's your problem. I'm not talking about it, but it's a few people that knows about it. Probably my friends. Already the boss is shouting at us just for that correct bun on the top, like that smaller thing. And I'm like, but I kept quiet, didn't say anything because Nami, I was scared. When we were done serving the customers, he closed the door that no one comes inside. He started shouting at us. He started shouting at us. Yeah, I can't work with people like this and that. I can't work with people like this. You guys are incompetent. You guys, how do you serve someone a bun like that? Like, he was shouting like nobody's business, guys. He was so loud. The guys I'm working with, my colleagues, they are so used to it. They're not even shaking. I'm the one who's shaking there because I'm so scared. I'm like, I never saw someone shouting at people like this. Because I've worked somewhere, like in different places, but I've never seen their bosses shouting like this. Or maybe it's because these bosses, they own the place. It's not really that they hire people to own the place. They're owning the place border themselves. So, yeah, it was a big deal, guys. It was a big deal. And then he did this, guys. A metal table almost. If you've worked in a restaurant, you know what I'm talking about. There's a metal table where food is prepared so that you can wipe fast, quick, so that it's always neat. He hits, I was like, oh, he hits that table. Yeah, that day, I almost cried at work, guys. He hit that table. I thought he was gonna throw stuff at us. My colleagues told me that, that is nothing. This guy is used to doing this, and especially when he sees his friends, he's always like this. Like he throws things at us sometimes. Today it was better. Some days he will just take the bun and throw it down. For what? We used to this, man. Like, what can we do? We want a job. We said we want a job, mostly. And I'm like, no, I mean, I can't do this. I am stressed already because I'm writing exams. I can't be stressed at work. I can't be stressed times two at work and in college. So I really need to choose which one is better for me. And then you know what I did that day, because I was scared for days, and those guys were not scared because I saw myself the way I worked that day. I was shaking the whole day because I didn't want to make mistakes, because I saw that if you make a mistake, this guy will just show off, show off, show off. So the guy would shout at us, and then let's see, that day I decided, I'm not gonna deal with the stress. I'm not gonna deal with stress from school and stress from work. I have to choose one. I can't fail. It's my last year. I really cannot fail. So what I did was, I decided not to go back to work. I didn't say anything. I didn't tell anyone. I acted like I was okay, but deep down I knew I was not. So this is me, sis, staying home. How the following day, Pela, they expecting me 2:30. No, I'm not coming. So 2:30, dololo, 3, 3:30, and then they see that no, man. They called me with my second name. So I was like, B is not at work. What's going on? They asked my neighbor, and then my neighbor called me. The boss sent my neighbor to call me and ask what's going on. And then I told my neighbor. I never told my neighbor that I'm not going back there because of this, and that. And then I started telling my neighbor that, you know what? I don't like your boss. I don't like your boss. He's shouting at us for no reason. Guys, please don't try this at home. It's not cute. I was young and naive and whatnot. I don't know, but I really felt like I helped someone with this thing. So I'm just saying, don't try this at home. You have a family to feed, you have this and that, but your mental health also is important. So I told the lady, my neighbor, that, you know what? I'm not coming back there. That guy is disrespectful. I told her everything, that like the way I felt at that moment. And then the lady was like, man, the boss is asking about you now. The boss, he's apologizing. He wants you to come back to work. I was like, no, I'll think about it. I'll think about it. Oh, the boss doesn't call me, guys. Like, the guy is so embarrassed to call me because apparently he thinks he's a bad boss. That's what they said. He thinks he's a bad boss, and he was. He really was. So he told my neighbor to call me, blah 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 blah. And then the next thing, the following day, the boss sent my neighbor, you know So he sent my neighbor to come and check up on me, So, and then my neighbor came, My neighbor was changing shifts, and then she was going to work the next morning. She's no longer going to work at 2:30. Oh, she comes to my place. She's like, I'm sent by the boss. It was like 10, so like about 10 in the morning. She's like, I'm sent by the boss. Mr. Bossman wants you to come back to work. He asked me to come and and tell you that he's sorry. He wants you to come back to work. Yeah, you guys will talk when you get there. So I was like, oh, okay. The neighbor said, he said you must report at 2:30. I said, okay, it's no problem. I'll report at 2:30. And then I went back to work, guys. Okay, when I went to work, the guy was not in. He went to another shop, so next door, to buy something. So when I went to work, everyone was laughing. They were clapping for me. No, everyone was smiling. I was like, what happened? And then they said to me, you're the boss, man, you're the boss. We really thought this guy would never be desperate to say, I'm sorry to someone. They said we are used to this treatment, but you stood up for yourself because you didn't want to work in an environment where you are always shaking, like where you are always scared that if I make a mistake, this is what's gonna happen to me. So you stood up for the rest of us. Now it's gonna be different, we hope. So the boss came. When the boss came, guys, he called me to the storeroom. When he called me to the storeroom, he said, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to upset you. And you knew in this place, you are new, so we shouldn't treat people that are new like that. And I'm not always like this. I just don't like incompetence, this and that. I understood him, guys, because every boss would like to see their employees excelling, like providing quality, the top notch of food, the quality, the best of service. But you really need to understand that you cannot do things your way all the time. Sometimes you need to talk to people nicely, because we're the ones who are there burning ourselves. Because I still have scars for a restaurant, guys, for working at restaurants, and we're burning ourselves for your customers so that you can get the money. Like, we get those peanuts, and when you're standing, you are there, just so you must respect us. So what really happened from there? Like, he apologized. Mugai apologized, shame. Like, he apologized. From that day, guys, from that day, when he was talking to someone, if it doesn't concern me but is concerning someone else, he would call that person to the storeroom and say, you know what, Mugel, Mugel, or you know what, Mugai, please don't do this. If it's a matter of everyone must know, and then he will call all of us and say, please don't do this mistake, please don't do this mistake, please don't do this, please don't do that. So I myself, I was called by the boss. He apologized to me. I really don't want to make you all feel like you're not important, but me, I was important that day. Ever since that day until I left that workplace, I was very important. Thanks to myself for being brave, of course, because these guys, sometimes they're abusing older people, shouting at our mothers, shouting at our parents, guys. We know that they want the money, but you don't have to shout at people. So, guys, I became an important factor. He never, like, every time when there's a problem, he would call you in the storeroom, or he will call a meeting, and he was talking to us like adults. And by that time, I was still in college. I was like, Must I can make a change. I saw myself as big. So sometimes people don't leave bad workplaces. They leave bad bosses, guys, because sometimes they love their workplace, but they leave bad bosses, guys. Please, bad bosses, I'm talking to every boss out there. Please don't make people feel like working for you it's a mission. These people must be your family, because people cannot treat people right. So I'm talking to every boss out there. That's the moral of the story. Don't treat people bad, guys. If you have a problem, just call that person to the storeroom whatsoever, where you guys can talk. If you really see that you need to call a meeting, just call a meeting. Stop embarrassing our parents in the workplaces. Stop embarrassing our parents. Sometimes you find that a 25-year-old manager is embarrassing a 50-year-old woman, a 50-year-old man. No, guys, you're come on. And those spoiled brats will say, yeah, they must work harder, they don't get embarrassed. We all know that our parents are trying, guys. They've been providing for us. It's our generation that has to change all that. Uguti, Tina, we have to work for other people all the time. So other than that, we still have to provide for our families. So please don't try this at home. I was young, I was naive, but I really feel that I did the right thing by talking, or by going on a silent strike, or quitting my job because it didn't sound right. There was just something that is not right. The guy was not respecting us. Oh, we started communicating. I taught that guy how to communicate. And then you say me. You say me, I'm not important. I taught the guy, a whole boss, that we need to communicate things nicely. You need to tell us. You need to address things. Do not shout at us. And what happened? Memorable. So guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope if you're a boss at home, you're just sitting at home watching this video because it's gonna reach you. Stop treating people bad. They are the ones contributing to your business, even though they didn't start the business with you, but they are taking your business to another level. Stop disrespecting them. Start treating them nicely. Some people, they are going through so much at home. When you are pissing them off at work, you're important. In any workplace, you're important. Don't treat yourself like you're not important. Just talk to them. Just call them and say, you know what, boss, I don't like the way you talk to me, like this and that. But again, guys, we don't like being fired. We don't want to be fired. That's why sometimes we keep quiet and bottle things up. So we are important too, guys. Bosses, we're important. So thank you so much, guys, for watching. So if someone tells you that YouTube is easy, tell them I said they're lying, because I've been shooting this for like 2 hours now. Telling me to delete. Yo guys, it's been hectic. So I really hope you subscribe just for that, just for the effort. It's like 10 p.m. at night. I'm still here shooting this video. Imagine. And tomorrow I'm going to work. Please subscribe. See you on the next video. Bye.